going so far?
It's going good. It's going to be a long day today, but we'll get through it.
At least you don't have class.
I know. That was the
That's
nicest
exciting.
thing about today. But
So any big plans for today?
I have to work after this, and then I'll probably just then going downtown to celebrate my boyfriend's birthday. So that will be fun. Yeah.
So you have a boyfriend. Tell me a little bit more about yourself.
I have a pretty big family. I have 2 brothers, and they're both younger than I am. And then I have an older sister. So my older sister, she she kind of sets the standards for the family. So you kind of have to live up to that. And she is a straight A student and all this other stuff. So I guess it's kind of hard being in that because it's I'm the middle child. So I have to kind of give my brothers a good example too, but then also live up to my sister and what she said. But my parents are pretty good at being favorable to all of us, and so
That's good.
Yeah.
Are you close with your family?
yes, this may be weird, but I'm very my parents are my best friends,
Awesome.
yeah, and they they've been married for a long time, and they were high school sweethearts and everything. So
Cute.
yeah, it's good to have that to look up to for your future, and to plan you want to be with someone, you want to be with someone you love, and always be happy, and but we've had some challenges, so that's kind of it's a little bump in the road, but we'll get through it. And I'm really close to my sisters and my brothers because we're all pretty close in age.
Mm-hmm.
So we all just get along really well. There's
That's
not
awesome.
a lot of fighting. We used to fight a lot when we were younger, but then we were okay, we finally just grew out of that, and we're let's just be friends, why not? Just get along. So it's nice to be really close with your family and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I did
Yeah.
the same thing with my sister. We would fight too, and then
Yeah.
we became close. It's really weird how that works because my cousin told me that, and I didn't believe it at all.
I know, because I used to me and my sister used to be you're a brat and all this other stuff, and we would fight over clothes and everything, and now we're just oh, you want to wear this? This would look really good on you,
You just randomly give them stuff.
Yeah, and she's she's a year older than me, so we just hit it off. We're just best friends. We do everything together, and we'll work out and challenge each other, and it's
That's
not
awesome.
so it's pretty laid back, and I having a built-in best friend.
And you still live with them? Live
Yes,
at home every
yep,
month?
I live with them, so
Oh.
it's kind of a packed house, but once you kind of get that relationship built, and you're just it's fun to live with your family and to be with them, so it's always a good time.
Yeah. And you said you had some challenges, if you don't mind me asking.
Oh yeah. My mom was actually diagnosed with lupus a couple of years ago. So it's a disease where her immune system attacks itself all the time. So she's always sick. She can't be in the sun ever. She can't overwork her body. So we kind of had to go around. We kind of had to work with it. And so when the doctors when we first were trying to figure out what was wrong with her, they told us that it was going to be cancer, and that she only had 5 years to live.
Wow.
So it was super, super hard on our family because we were well, my mom's never going to get to watch us walk down the aisle or, be there for our wedding days or see our grandkids. So that was really hard. But then they told us that she had lupus. So we were oh, well, we can work with this. And so she gets treatments every week, and she'll get she gets pumped medicine into her body, so she's refueled. But she's an amazing woman. We kind of she does daycare, so she watches 14 kids every day. Yeah, so our house is surrounded with kids, and there's always screaming, so you can never sleep in. But yeah, it's crazy, and she's kind of a miracle girl. She just fights every day and puts it in. And my dad was really worried that he was going to lose his best friend, but now he gets to stay with her, and she'll be able to live with this disease. I mean, it eventually will take her life, but she'll be good. And yeah, so it was a huge challenge, and we couldn't go on any vacations. We can't go to Florida or anything because it's always sunny there. So we kind of have to move our life around it. But we would do anything for her so that she would feel good and stuff. So I don't know. That was a big challenge but we kind of like moved past it, and we've kind of just, she just busts through the day every day, so.
That's awesome. That's awesome that it wasn't like, well, it's not awesome that she has that,
Yeah,
but
no,
it's
yeah.
awesome that it wasn't like something,
Serious.
that could have been like happening sooner.
Yeah, exactly.
Definitely.
Exactly.
So you had a good support system during that.
Yes, we did. My family, like, my whole family, like, every single person is always like, is she okay? And, like, we even have friends that, like, ask us all the time, and she, like, doesn't complain, which is, like, so weird, because she's always in pain, but she just never complains about it. So we always have to, like, make sure, like, Mom, are you okay? Like, do you need anything? And she just keeps pushing through. So she's, like, someone I would look up to be, like, a good mom for my kids, like, to just fight every day for the battles you want, and then at the end of the day, it's all worth it. That's the kind of mom I want to be someday.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I don't even know what I would do in that situation.
Yeah, it was hard.
That strong.
It was hard, and like, the thing about it is like, we've been so lucky, because with this disease, like, your kidneys can shut down, your liver can shut down, like, everything, and my mom has just not had those issues, and she just, and the doctor's like, how are you so healthy, but you have this disease that's, like, taking your body? And it's a miracle. So it's really good, but, and she's just very strong, so I really love that about her.
Yeah. Are those things that can, like, happen usually during, like, those types of diseases?
Yeah.
Like, a lot of the times it happens?
Yeah, her friends, she has, like, a lupus, like, group or whatever, and, like, a lot of the people in there are always in the hospital, and their kids and stuff are always in the hospital, but she's never had any issues where she's, like, been in there. So it's been really good. She's been really lucky, and so that's always fun.
Yeah, I don't think I would be able to get through that. Like, I don't know how she does that.
Yeah.
Especially, like, with me, I'm really big into support. Like, without, like, my boyfriend, like, some of the things that I've gone through, I couldn't have got through.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, and me and my sister were, like, when we get together, we're, like, super, like, goofy. We just scream all the time, yell, we just dance, whatever. So she'll, like, we'll take her out shopping or something, and it's just kind of like, she's like, this is, like, gets me going. Like, this makes me want to get up every day.
Like,
want to be with me.
that.
Yes. So it's good, like, especially when we get together, we're crazy. So actually, all my family's crazy. So we just kind of, like, work together well, and so it's been good. It's been a challenge, but we, just take it every day and just keep pushing through.
That's good. So do you focus mainly on, like, your mom and her health, or do you, have stuff that's going on in your life?
Yeah, we have a lot going on. I mean, I have health issues too, so, because, like, it kind of stems off of my mom, like, but, so we all deal with stuff. I mean, we're all, like, my whole family, we're falling apart as a family.
But you're together, so.
Together, we're good, but, like, it's really, it's good. I mean, we don't just, like, focus on her, like, we all, focus on our lives, and we're all, like, super busy all the time, so when we get that, like, family time, we take as much as we can, and, like, dinner time, we make sure we sit together as a family and talk about our days, so it's always really good, and and my brothers are really big into sports too, so we are always traveling for that.
Yeah.
Like, every day. It's like, oh my goodness.
What sports do they play?
Both of them play basketball, and then, I don't know, my little brother, his dream is to be in the NBA. I mean, he's like this tall, lanky kid, and he's super fast, and he runs and does all this stuff. So he's like, Mom, Dad, I'm going to be in the NBA, and I'm going to make you guys money, and I'm going to get you a big house. My parents are like, okay, we'll accept it,
Yeah.
But, it's good. They have a lot of dreams and a lot of goals for their life, and one of my brothers is taking this girl on a date, so that's really fun. We keep, like, joking around at them, like, hey, when are you going to take her? So it's fun to be the older sister and kind of watch them grow up and be like, oh, that was a stupid mistake, or that was a really good one, But, it's good. I love my little brothers, so they're really fun.
Are they protective of you, like, with your boyfriend and stuff?
Yeah. But, like, they get along with him so well. And my older sister has a boyfriend, too. And they, like, they'll just sit down with my brothers, do anything with them. They're just they're good to my brothers, and my brothers just love them. Especially my little brother, because, like, he'll, like, wrestle them and everything. And they're, like, 85,000 pounds bigger than this little guy. So, it's, like, it's good, but I don't know. It's been good. Yeah.
Has he been supportive through everything with your mom?
Yeah. He actually came into my life after we found out. So when I told him, you know, he just kind of like, he was like, you know, let's talk about this. Let's get through this. And then, you know, we always ask if my mom's okay and like making sure that she's good. And he's been a really good support system for me too, because it's been really hard, you know, watching the closest person in your life, like, have something come down on them, and then it's like, what do, you know? But he's just been there for me, which is really good, you know. I know. Very thankful for that.
How long have you guys been together?
It'll be 3 years this summer.
Oh, awesome.
So, yeah, it's been good. He's a good guy. Keep him around for a while.
How long did you meet? How'd you meet?
This is a really, really weird story. So I was in my freshman year of high school, and this is really kind of stalkerish, but I saw him in the hallway, and I was like, that boy is really cute, like, you know, and we kind of had like mutual friends, so I was like, what is he like? Is he like a player? Because I'm not into players, like, I don't want him looking at all these chicks, you know? So then our mutual friend was like, no, he's like way single. Like he's never been interested in a girl. And I was like, oh, that's my type of guy.
Oh, yeah.
So we actually like, this is so weird. But the summer going into my junior year, I finally was like, okay, it's now or never. Because I'm going to be going into my senior year, and then he's going to be gone because he's 1 year older than I am.
Oh.
So he's a senior, and then I'm going to be a junior. So I messaged him on Facebook. I just added him, and I was like, whatever, I'm gonna go for it. So I messaged him, and I was like, hey. And then he was like, hey. And then we started talking, and I was like, oh, this is so awkward. And then we were like, so then I was like, well, I really want to like hang out and date and stuff. So I was like, do you want to like go fishing or something? Like, not the thing you ask. Like, I was like, do you want to like do something? And I said fishing, like, fishing out of all things, why would you go fishing? And he was like, yeah, let's see who can catch the bigger fish. And so then he asked me out. We didn't go fishing on our first date. Okay. We went bowling, and then we went to dinner. And I was like his first date, his first girlfriend. So he thought that just taking me on a date was like asking me out. Like he didn't know you actually had to ask. And he was like, so like a couple months in, he's like, oh yeah, we've been dating for a while. I'm like, we have? Like, I thought you had to like ask me to be your girlfriend. And he was like, oh, I do. And then, yeah, so he like had our anniversary wrong and everything. I was like, it's okay. This is the real date, you know. But like, I guess guys don't always get it as like girls do. Like, hey, you gotta ask the girl to be your, you know. Yeah. But it's a funny story, and like, I tell his family, and they're just like, oh my gosh, like, how did you
like
end up?
Kid.
Yeah, like just a random kid in the hallway, and now you're dating for like a couple years now. So it was different, but we got through, and I'm like, I can't believe I ended up with you. Like,
did he end up asking you, like, actually?
Oh yeah. It was like, I think it was like a month after he finally was like, do you want to be my girlfriend? Like after, but the thing about it is the day that he asked me, we went to the state fair, and he like thought we were dating. So he like grabbed my hand and he was dragging me around the fair like the whole time, and we went with some of my friends, and they're like, she's not a dog. Like you don't have to hold her on a leash, just grab her hand, and you know. But he was dragging me through the whole fair, so I was like, oh my gosh, it was bad, but we're at that like, you know, we're at that stage where it's like, no more awkwardness, no more like, because I see people in the hallway at Century trying to flirt, and it's just so funny. I'm just like, I don't have to do that anymore. Yep. So
such a good feeling.
Yeah, it's actually really good. So yeah, that was interesting. It's funny how you meet people, and then you kind of like how your relationship develops just from that one time you meet a person.
Right. Yeah.
Like, you would have never expected that. You would have
No.
became best friends with them, or you would have.
Mhm.
So,
Definitely.
okay.
Well, thanks for interviewing with me today.
Yeah, it was good talking to you.
Yeah, you too.